Picture this: crystal clear waters, soft white sand, and lush tropical greenery all around you. Welcome to Mersenne Beach Resort, a true gem nestled on the breathtaking shores of Zanzibar. The moment you step foot here, you'll feel like you've discovered a hidden oasis. The resort sits right on the edge of one of Zanzibar's beaches, with the Indian Ocean stretching out before you. The moment you arrive, you're greeted by the sound of waves and a warm tropical breeze. Can you believe that is how we were greeted as soon as we entered? I thought that was so amazing. The lobby had elements of both an indoor and outdoor space. I really like the Swahili touch and charm, and wait till you see the views. The swinging chairs and benches were so much fun. I used to come out here and sit and just enjoy the view. Once you leave the lobby, you walk out to the most incredible view of the Indian Ocean. Just have a look at that. It was truly stunning. The serene beauty that surrounds you, honestly, I didn't want to leave the moment I arrived. So we didn't head straight to the room once we had arrived because I could not get over this view. Instead, we went straight to the swimming pool. It is an infinity pool surrounded by lush palm trees and looking out over into the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean. The pool wasn't huge, but it was a good size, and honestly I was not bothered at all because all I could do was gaze out into the ocean. The weather was perfect and you can order food and beverages by your sunbed. The hotel seemed to be on a cliff, so we were surrounded by greenery and the villas at the top. Honestly guys, the infinity pool seemed like it was about to spill into the ocean. It was really beautiful. Once we had finished by the pool, we walked around the hotel and then headed to our room. We could have walked to the room, but we decided to take a buggy from the reception so we can enjoy a little drive around the grounds. The gardens were plush, and just have a look at the sky. It was so incredible. After a short drive, we arrived at our hotel room, and look at this. Tell me that doesn't look like a postcard. No editing, no filters. And imagine this, that wasn't even the best view of the room. Let me take you inside. We booked the Deluxe OCEANFRONT King room, and whilst it wasn't what I had expected, I did like it. The room is pretty spacious and it's an open plan, so the bathroom and the bedroom is sort of all in one, which I'm not used to and I haven't seen before. You've got whitewashed walls, wood accents, and a soft colour palette that kind of blends with the beach vibes. The room isn't flashy and it's not overstyled, which I actually appreciated. It feels very calm. This is the shower, which is quite nicely designed. And lots of storage space for your items. The bed is a full king bed. It was firm but still really comfortable. There is a little seating area with a couch and a table, and it's a really nice spot for just having a coffee or to read a book without being in bed all the time. However, the best part of the bed is actually this view right here. I could not have imagined how amazing it would be to wake up to this view every morning. This is where the room truly opens up, a private oceanfront terrace with nothing but sky, sea, and serenity in every direction. You can sit here for hours just watching the light change on the water, no music, no talking, just the rhythm of the tide and the breeze on your skin. The next morning we realized that the AC wasn't working, so the management decided to upgrade us to this beautiful villa. Let's have a look around. It's called the Ocean View Villa, and as soon as you enter there's a really nice lounging area and a small swimming pool. The view here was similar to that of the lobby. I must admit the swimming pool was tiny. I didn't use it once. This pool would be good for kids and small children. Guys, have you seen this many shades of blue before? Honestly, I could not get over it. I just stand and stare every time. A nice touch was that the swimming pool had an outside shower. Okay, now let me take you inside because you're going to love it. Although it's called a villa, it's more like one massive room. We had already checked in by this point, so excuse all our stuff around, but the room was flooded with natural sunlight. The natural light made everything feel so warm and airy. The interior design is a blend of minimal luxury with coastal character, white walls, natural wood finishes, and hand-woven textures that reflect the island's personality without trying too hard. The king-sized bed was centered in the room with mosquito netting draped around, which didn't just look good, but was actually really functional. There was a freestanding bathtub position so you can look out at the ocean, plus a decent rainfall shower, and the shower was huge. One thing I do have to point out was that the water was really salty, so when I was brushing my teeth it was really quite gross. I changed over to the normal water bottles to brush my teeth in the end. Overall, I was so happy to be upgraded to the villa and I would definitely recommend it. Here are some clips of the resort before we head to breakfast. Back to Paradise Staircase. That's what I end up calling this place because it looks like a slice of paradise. I hope you're ready for the view at breakfast. Open air, ocean facing seating, nothing comes close to this view. I cannot express how I felt sitting here having breakfast. Guys, look at this. This was definitely the best part because unfortunately the food wasn't very good. It was a buffet with a decent selection of food, but honestly it was not very good. The food was a bit stale and wasn't very flavorful. Unfortunately, it wasn't something I looked forward to, but I had to eat, so we got on with it. There was a live egg station, however, where you can order fresh eggs and they'd make them there on the spot, and that was quite okay. Here's another postcard clip. Everywhere I turned, it looked like a postcard. The water, the sky, the greenery, it was so beautiful. This is an outdoor terrace where they have dinner at night, and it's by the restaurant and the pool. There's also a bar at the end which really comes to life at night. I really liked that the hotel was elevated. You can see views from loads of different locations. And here is one of my favorites. This is a swing we found at the edge of the hotel overlooking the ocean. This hotel had quite a lot to offer. You can see the overwater villas there and you can go for a boat ride. We then walked over to the rooftop terrace where you can have dinner and lunch. Just a little side note, although there was a beach, it was really quite small, and depending on the tide, whether it was high or low, you could or couldn't use the beach. Now let's cross Paradise Bridge and head over to the overwater villas and the restaurant at the end. And yes, I did refer to everything as paradise here because it really felt like paradise. And this is the small strip of beach that I was referring to. So we didn't actually dine here, but we did have to go through the restaurant to get to the boat ride. I really did like the way it looked. It was out in the middle of the ocean and you can hear the waves as you're eating. There was even a hammock inside the restaurant, which was really cool. You know, why not just have a nap after some lunch? And some sunbeds if you wanted to go for a tan after. This is just my camera, and cameras can never pick up the true beauty that can be seen with the naked eye. If I hadn't visited this place in real life, I wouldn't think it was real. I've never seen water so turquoise ever. And those were the overwater villas. I couldn't get inside, but they looked really nice. We enjoyed a small trip to a close by sandbank, which is complimentary by the hotel, and this is the view of the hotel from the ocean on our way back. I briefly visited the gym because most of the time I was lounging around and relaxing. It was a small gym, but it was perfect if you want a quick workout. They had sufficient equipment and it had a really nice view of the garden. As we prepared for our departure, we were given a really lovely send-off by the hotel. Check this out. So would I recommend it? Absolutely. Mersenne gave me the perfect blend of relaxation and luxury. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to catch you in my next one.